Hello, it's Nicky. Welcome back to episode 23. Let's take a moment and just hold the space for the thought and the idea that you stay exactly the same. Where you are right now, doing what you do, thinking the way that you are, it all just stays the same. And what happens? How does that feel? I think this is really important because when we explore what happens if we stay the same, we actually get a sense, like a temperature check of what's working and what's not. And that idea of like, well, actually, I'd like this to stay the same. That will give you an indication of what's important to you. If you're just like, oh my goodness, no, like this thing, it's driving me mad and it's been happening for so long and I can't think, like doing this for the rest of my life, really? I want you to have that emotional reaction where you really feel those emotions rise to the surface, because when you have those emotions right there, it's often a moment that will tip you. You know, when that log flume goes up and it's like, and then it kind of goes like this and you're like, oh my gosh, when is it going to drop? And then it suddenly tips. And the drop is pretty scary, but afterwards you're like, I could do that again. That adrenaline, it feels so good. This is the point that we need to get to where we're feeling all the emotions. Because when we're in this emotional place, that's when we are going to instigate the change, the momentum, the motion forward. And with that, we always get ideas. We always get clues of, and sometimes it's like, I am never doing that again. That is absolutely not what I want to do. But sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, I can do more than I thought that I could. And so I want you to, firstly, think about what would happen if you stayed the same and write down all the good stuff. Write down all the things that you want to maintain. For example, we have as a family fish and chips every Saturday, unless we're kind of out or we go out for lunch or something else happens. But generally that's our kind of staple. And we love it. It's a really lovely routine. The kids like it. Often it's one of the only times every week that we all manage to sit down together. And it's quite an event. We've got a little routine. Like, you know, even my daughter, she's like, I'm going to put the oven on just to warm things through. Like, we know how this works. And some people might say that's incredibly boring, like fish and chips every Saturday, really. But for us, it really works. However, if I was going to sit at the same desk for the next 30 years, that would drive me insane. That would not be something that I would want to do. I like variation. I like variety. I like challenge. I like spontaneity, unexpected surprises. I like to challenge myself. And so exploring the niggle is really, really important to me. Finally, when you have your list of like what you want to keep and what you know you need to work on, I want you to begin to take the scary out of it. And this is a really important exercise to do because so many people get so consumed by the scary. It's just like, oh my goodness, I've got to have all the answers, all the clues, and I can't move forward unless all of my ducks are in the row. And they are so far in the process. It's like, but what if I don't like it in 10 years? And you go, well, you haven't done the first bit yet. You haven't mapped out the first 10 days of this journey. And actually, if you took the time to do that, at the end of 10 days, you'd be like, no, I'm not doing this. You don't even need to figure out the 10-year plan. But whilst you're swimming around and swarming and spiraling, you're not making the progress. So I would love you to do that exercise today. I would love you to notice what comes up. I'd love you to recognize and name and label all of those emotions that come to the surface and let me know how you get on. If you are not subscribed to the Secret series, please do so. All the details are down below. And there's also a behind the scenes tour of how we work together. You can check out the workshop down below and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love.